KTV for high school basketball. Coach, this is March Madness, and you can feel that little extra excitement in the air here. Two neighborhood teams going to battle it out tonight in the opening round.
You don't have to feel it. You can hear it. If you look around this crowd, we're almost at capacity with a few minutes to go before game time. It's going to be noisy, and they're going to have a lot of fun in here tonight.
We've got three OK divisions represented in this tournament. We got the gold, the white, and the blue, and each one of them has represented themselves very well in their individual districts.
Well, we got one league champion. We got one that finished second and one that finished third. The Golden Hawks 17-3, Wyoming Park 17-3, and then you got South Christian at 14-6. So you got some quality programs here.
And the winner, of course, hoping to come out of here and go on to Spring Lake. Can't look too far ahead in this tournament because this is the one that's really going to be a hot one, I think.
Well, you got a colossal matchup tonight. We talked about this, the luck of the draw situation in district play, where you get the two top teams going at it first night. There's pros and cons either way, but it's a colossal matchup, and it ought to just be a heck of a ball game.
It doesn't get any easier because the winner of this one's going to go against South Christian on Wednesday.
Probably sitting in the catbird seat on Wednesday night. They'll get a chance to look at both these ball clubs, getting an extra night's rest or two. That'd be a good ball game on Wednesday also.
Okay, we're going to be right back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off right after this message. We're WKTV, your high school sports channel for Wyoming, Kentwood, and Gaines. Well, as you can see, we got a pretty good crowd here at Rogers High School for this opening game of the District 98 Class B, Michigan State High School Athletic Association. I'm Ray Peeler along with Lyle Berry. And before we go too far, we're going to show you the officials for tonight's game. And they are, I got to get it right here, there's Brian Lillis on the left and Todd Hoke on the right. Todd Hoke filling in tonight as Rodney Dial couldn't make it from Muskegon, and that's quite understandable. But Coach, you had a little problem getting here from Cadillac today.
That was about a 3-hour drive. It wasn't too much fun, and coming off that lakeshore has got to be a heck of a drive too. Todd was supposed to work over at Grand Haven tonight. Their game was canceled, so was fortunately getting a quality official here in the substitution role.
Well, Coach, we got the final standings. We don't have a graphic to show them right now, but we would like to congratulate the winners. Why don't you go over those, starting with the OK Red?
Well, in the OK Red, we got Jenison at 16-4, 12-2 in the league, and just a very fine season. They were pressed earlier in the season by Holland and Rockford and Grand Haven, but those teams kind of fell by the wayside. Jenison maintained their composure and come by with a great season. In the OK White, of course, the Wyoming Park Vikings, a very fine 17-3 season, 11-3 in the league, and congratulations to Coach Tom Vanderclay, who kept his kids' head on straight all year, and those kids just did a whale of a job. We had a chance to see them twice, and the third time tonight, so congratulations to Coach Vanderclay and his Vikings. In the OK Gold, Forest Hills Northern, their first league title in quite a while. They were pushed by both Cedar Springs and South Christian down through the several last weeks of the season, but hung on a very fine 18-2 season, so congratulations to the Huskies from Forest Hills Northern. In the OK Blue, my old friend Rick Renzema, just a great guy and a great coach in his Coopersville ball club. 19-1 season. They lost one game, and that was in the league for Middleville this year. So they really had a great season. They're going over to Spring Lake, and hopefully we'll see them maybe out of Grand Valley as they come in the regionals. And in the OK Silver, we had the Comstock Park Panthers, who finished a 12-8 season, 9-1 in the league. Held on to that league throughout most of the season. Had a couple of great games with Lee, both of them one-pointers, but held on for the league championship. So our congratulations to all the coaches and all the teams that were winners in the OK divisions this year.
Well, I just looked at those three teams that we've got in the tournament here: Wyoming Park, South Christian and Rogers, and between them there's 48 victories on the season. That's pretty darn good.
Well, Rogers finishing 17-3, you know, and finished second in their league, so that's pretty tough pill to swallow. But they had just a great season, and they're a great ball club, and I'm sure they're going to put on a real show for the fans here tonight.
Well, of course, tonight we have Wyoming Park and plays Rogers. Tomorrow night, Caledonia will play Godwin right here at Rogers High School. And then Wednesday night, South Christian will take on the winner of tonight's game. And, of course, then the finals will be on Friday. We will be back here on Wednesday night and also on Friday. Now, our games will be played telecast at 11:30 at the evening of the game, and then it will be retelecast the following day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that should fit in real well with the high school schedule of young people getting out of high school, being able to see it. And of course, that's what it's all about, showing the young people in our area. Our public address announcer is Kurt Bowes, and we're going to go to him right now as he's making some preliminary announcements. And then we're going to have the national anthem sung by Mr. Mark Scrotenboer of Rogers, who does a very fine job. When we get to the introduction of players, of course, with the high school tournament, we have the alternate introductions, one player from each team, and then the opposing team player at guards and forwards and so forth. So we'll stand now as we honor America with our national anthem. There you heard Mark Scrotenboer from Rogers doing a very fine job with the national anthem. Beautiful voice, Lyle.
He can really belt it out, and it's always a pleasure to listen to him.
So now we'll have the starting lineups.
We will introduce the starters in alternating order. Starting at forward for Wyoming Park, number 5, Jonathan Goey.
Number 5 is Jonathan Goey. He's a senior at 6'4", 180 pounds, averaging 8 points per game for the Vikings.
Forward for Rogers, number 24, Pete Werner.
And number 24 for Rogers is Pete Werner. Peter's a senior at 6'2", 160 pounds, averaging a little over 8 points a game. For the Park, number 33 is Brad Brunette, a senior at 6 foot, 165. Number 42 for Rogers is Casey O'Neill. He's a senior at 6 foot, 180. Tim Hugawin, number 31 at 6'6", junior, 205 pounds. And number 50, Jonathan Hoogerhide for the Park, or Rogers rather, at 6'6", senior. Rickard is a senior at 6 foot, 150 pounds for the Park, averaging 9 points a game. Number 10 is Ryan O'Connor. At guard, the senior, 5'9", 140. Number 23, Cabrillo Kimball, sophomore at 6 foot, 155 pounds for the Park. And for Rogers, Cleo Bailey, number 32. Cleo's a senior at 5'11", 165. So for the Park, we got Jonathan Goey, Ryan Rickard, Cabrillo Kimball, Tim Hugawin, and Brad Brunette. And Ryan O'Connor, Pete Worm, Cleota Bailey, Casey O'Neill, and Jonathan Hoogerhide for the Golden Hawks of Rogers. Well, Coach, what do you think? Pretty fast-paced ball game, I would expect.
Well, you got two ball clubs that are just about spitting images of each other. Size-wise, speed-wise, talent-wise, it's going to be just a great ball game. We're going to have to watch that ball because it's going to go up and down the floor. They both like to press. They'll use full court, half court, anything to get the job done. And when they get the rebounds off the board, away they go on the push game. It just ought to be a great game to watch.
Well, we'll have Hoogerhide for the Golden Hawks going up against Hugawin for the Vikings. And the opening tip is controlled by Brunette for the Vikings. They'll set it up their half court. Jonathan Goey driving, looking underneath, feeds to Brunette, good. Or was it Hugawin? Hugawin. O'Neill back the other way, looking in the corner. And Ryan O'Connor for the rebound, puts it up, it's blocked. Pete Worm drove the baseline, the shot didn't go. O'Connor was right there for the rebound, and we've seen that many times before, Coach, where O'Connor, one of the smallest guys on the floor, in there on the rebound.
You always ask, what's he doing down there? But he's always coming away with a ball.
Worm rebounds his own shot, comes in the paint, puts it up, no good. Up high for the rebound for Park is Cabrillo Kimball. Cabrillo back the other way. Ryan Rickard, offensive foul. And that's going to go against Rickard, his first, team first. 2-0 Wyoming Park. We haven't played a minute yet here, but you can hear the crowd and the excitement.
That's going to be a matchup to watch, Rickard and O'Connor tonight.
There you see O'Connor with Rickard on. Casey O'Neill looked for it, didn't take it, moves into the free throw line, puts a jumper up, it's good for 2. Scores tied with 1 minute gone in the ball game. Rickard feeds Goey. And the Brunette at the free throw line, he'll take it, it's good. Well, you can't give him that good a look, Coach.
He had too much time, there's no doubt about that.
Both ends, O'Neill on one end and Brunette at the other, and you just can't give those guys that kind of time. They'll shoot the eye out of it. O'Connor with Rickard on it, working it. And he'll drive the baseline, put it up, no good. Partially blocked. Hugawin with a rebound. He'll get it off to Cabrillo Kimball, and they'll bring it back up as the Park leads 4-2. Worm going for the steal, it's not there. The jumper put up. And then, of course, the rebound. Somebody was over the back. And I believe it was for Rogers. No, it was on
Hugawin.
Okay, Hugawin for the Park.
Wyoming Park foul on number 31, Tim Hugawin, his first personal, team second.
His first, team second. So now O'Connor will walk it up. No full court pressure at this point yet, but a good tough man-to-man defense on the part of the Vikings.
They both like that man-to-man, and they're usually in your face all the time.
O'Connor put it up, no good. Rebound. Hoogerhide, good. Ties the score at 4 with 5:55 remaining first period.
We got two talented big guys in Hugawin and Hoogerhide, and both of them are going to be quite instrumental in this ball game before it's over.
Goey looking inside, not there. Took it all the way across to Cabrillo Kimball for three rather, no good. I think we got a push by Brunette on that one. 33, Brad Brunette.
Well, that's two possessions where Hugenheid's had great position on that defensive board, and the Vikings have had to go through or over him to get the ball, and both times they've been called for fouls. So
you see Rickert waiting to pick up O'Connor there at midcourt. Leotis Bailey's 32, Pete Worm is 24. That's Casey O'Neill with a little jumper. Puts it up, no good. Goey up high for the rebound. Scoops it off. Back the other way is Rickert. Takes it down the lane, it's not there, and they'll hold it up as Rogers get back quickly on defense. So Rogers doing a good job of getting back on the defensive end.
Well, they're going to have to, because Park will push the ball every opportunity they get, and if you're falling asleep, you're going to get beat at on the offensive end. Both these teams look a little tight, Ray. The shots are coming up a little bit short, and the ball handling is not as sharp as we've seen it from both these ball clubs.
Batted away. Kimbrell going down with it. Puts it up. He's fouled. Fouled by O'Neill, and he made sure he didn't make the basket. And the score remains 4-4 with 4:56 remaining first period.
He almost came up with a Michael Jordan there. He had that ball up there rolling around down that rim, typical of Michael Jordan, some of the circus shots that he makes. But a good, clean, hard foul, and Kimball's going to the free throw line.
Kimbrough shoots 68% from the line, makes the first one. It was a two-shot foul. Puts his team up by one, 5-4. Hugerheid with the rebound as he missed the second. 4:45 remaining first period. You see the movement without the basketball.
Both these teams have great motion in their half-court offense, and they'll do a lot of movement without the ball.
Tipped it away. Kimbrough down. Is it off to Goey? Goey to Rickert. Not there again. Rogers back on defense. Good. Boogaloo up high for the rebound, but can't control it. Rogers comes out with it. Well, there's going to be a lot of incidental contact, because that's the type of basketball that both of these teams play.
They go hard to the board, and you're going to have to just make sure you sort out the contact, the legal contact from the illegal contact.
Third turnover for the Golden Hawks. And there was a 3-second violation on that one, or did he call a foul? I thought he called a 3-second violation. No, it is a foul.
I am really not sure what he called.
No, it was a 3-second violation. He's pointing to O'Connor, that O'Connor had his foot in the lane. That's what he's saying.
Both these coaches have been up and really coaching extremely hard, and referee Todd Hoke is going to tell both these gentlemen, hey, let us call the ball game. We'll keep you in it, and let us do our job, and you take care of your kids, and we'll get along just fine.
Well, Rogers, Coach Brett Dyke decides to take a 20-second timeout, cool everything down here just for a little bit, as the emotions are running pretty high here. With 4 minutes left in the period, 4:03, it's 5-4 Wyoming Park.
Well, these are two quality officials, Coach, and they're doing a good job. There's been some contact, and they're going to keep it under control. You can bet your life on that. He did a good job going to both coaches and talking to them, explain that last call, and say, just relax, let this game flow, and we'll take care of you.
This is the way it's going to be all night.
You bet.
So, got to admire that in the officials.
Well, this is tournament time.
Pete Worm will inbound. Oh, gets a good feed on the inbounds play to Hugerheid. He puts his team up by one, 6-5 with 3:56 remaining first period. Goey all the way across to Rickert. Nothing there, so bring it back out, and Kimball the top. Now Brunette on the right side. Puts to Hugawin. Hugawin inside to Rickert. Rickert feeds off to Goey. Goey puts it up, it's good. So a nice assist by Ryan Rickert on that one.
Well, the Golden Hawks are in a little 2-3 zone, and they're leaving that weak side baseline open. They've been throwing a skip pass across and been getting some pretty good looks at the basket.
Will Bailey with a shot. Worm with a rebound. Couldn't control it. Back the other way quickly. Brunette puts it in on another nice feed from Rickard.
Well, that's their game. They like to get it up and down. You've got to get back if you're going to stop them.
3-point lead, 9-6. Get it in the middle. Casey O'Neill. Kick it down on the side. Back to Hoogerhide. Good. So good ball movement there, Coach. In the middle, out to the side, back to the middle.
The Vikings were picking them up right at the 10-second line that time, and they found a hole in the center and got somebody loose on the baseline. Nice feed to Hoogerhide.
Lead is 1, 9-8. Wyoming Park has it. Rickard to Burnett on the right side. Goey is number 5. Feed inside to Hoogerwin. Puts it up, no good. O'Neill with the rebound. Or Bailey, rather. Bailey brings it up the left side, looking for Worm. Has him in the corner. Nothing there, so he'll give it back to O'Connor. Will take the 3, no good. Cleotis Bailey right there for the rebound. Puts it up, no good. He was bothered by Hoogerwin. A lot of contact on those boards, and they go up.
A lot of people packed into that paint when he got down there. When Bailey got down there to take that shot, he found 3 or 4 white shirts confronted him, and he didn't have much room to get it up.
Two-minute mark now is 2:07. Lead remains 1. Park has it, 9-8. O'Connor drives the lane, trying to make something happen, feeds it right up the middle, but no, he's called for traveling.
The Vikings got Gene Dittenberg in the game now, Coach, and that just gives them a little bit more height.
Dittenberg is 6'9" at 185 pounds, so you're right. They don't lose anything in height when they bring him in. Goey, you see, working the left side. Has it batted away. That was Kevin Buchema, number 30, who was in the lineup for the Golden Hawks that stole that. Now Kevin puts a move on. No good. Rebound battle for. And Nick Conrad picks it up as he's in the lineup for the Vikings. And we got Adam Smith, number 13. Dittenberg moves to the line. The basket draws the foul. So we've got two new ball players in for Park. And also Kevin Buchema for Rogers. So, but both these coaches do that. They go pretty deep on their bench.
You get Hartfield in also, Antonio Hartfield. Last time we were here, we saw a great game by Kevin Buchema coming off the bench and really sparked them into a big win over the Hamilton Hawkeyes. He was all over the floor that night.
Kevin really contributed, you're right. Lead remains 9-8. 1 point for the Park. Dittenberg, no good. Goey with the rebound, no good. Up high for it. Can't control it, out of bounds. It's Rogers' ball. Buchema gives off to Connor. Connor gets it up ahead. Hartfield. Hoogerhide's jumper, no good. Smith came off with the rebound, and Goey will bring it up.
Hoogerhide is going to miss many of those. Get that ball down that tight. He's usually pretty steady from there.
Adam Smith for 3, no good. Couldn't go. Feed back out, goes awry. Turnover for the Park. I believe that's about the 5th or 6th one, right? 5. Hoogerwin back in the lineup. Kimball back in the lineup. And Rob Smith is in the lineup, number 32 now for the Park. O'Connor working as they clear it out for him, let him make the drive, but again, just doesn't have the touch right now. As you mentioned before, both teams just a little bit tight, but that should be gone by now. See a battle over there, feed inside to Rickard, not there. Kimball puts it up, no good. Buchema with a big rebound again. 9-8 Park. Antonio Hartfield gives it to Bukema. They'll set up their offense, half court. Ryan O'Connor, 5 seconds. O'Connor's going to try and take the three. He does. I believe it was partially blocked there, Coach, as it got misdirected just slightly.
They may have waited just a second too late to get the play started. They only had 5 seconds on the shot clock when they decided to ended up with a shot I don't really think they wanted.
Well, that's the end of one here at Rogers High School for the district tournament. We'll be back right after this message for WKTV, your high school sports channel for Wyoming Kentwood game.
This is your butt. There are many things you can do with your butt. Your butt can make you a winner. You can use your butt to celebrate. If you insist on sitting, at least take your butt around the block. At night, your butt can get you noticed.
Nice butt.
Whatever you do with your butt, get off it.
Wow, low-scoring contest, 9-8. Both these teams very capable of scoring more than that, and both under their average. But that tells you the type of ball player that's going to be played here tonight. Really tough defense and in-your-face basketball.
Well, you're getting some good defense, and you're also getting some contact that they're letting the kids play, and it's only adding to the defense.
O'Connor to Bukema. Worm is back in now. Number 24, Bukema's going to drive the lane, puts it up, no good, stripped off by Hoogerwin. I had it right the first time, Hoogerwin. I'll get Hoogerwin and Hoogerhide mixed up again before the night's over. Sorry, gentlemen. Driving, puts it up, good. Tim Hoogerwin, 6'6", 205 pounds, puts his team up by 3, 11-8. Kevin Bukema in his 32 is Cleotis Bailey.
It's probably the best post matchup we've had this year, Coach, with Hoogerwin and Hoogerhide. Both are very capable on that low post.
O'Connor driving again, won't go. Rickert back. Kimbrough to Rickert. Feed is good. Offensive on Rickert. Well, half of them liked it, half of them didn't. Toughest call to make in basketball.
Sure is. He took a good long look at it before he made the call. One thing about that call in the high school level, there's no basket if it's an offensive foul, so he wasn't waiting to see if it went in.
Worm driving. He gets a layup. So Pete Worm doing a nice job working the baseline, pulls his team within 1. It's 11-10. Kimball back to Goey. Goey looking inside. Hoogerwin, good.
You can't let him get the ball down that low in the blocks. He's going to hurt you. He's just too strong and too talented for the one-on-one move.
Worm again looking to work it in. O'Connor. Skip pass all the way across to Bailey. Oh, batted away nicely by Hoogerwin. Feed forward. Stripped away by O'Connor as Rob Smith was driving, but Ryan O'Connor come from behind and stripped the ball away and out of bounds to Park, but he saved it sure 2 points.
And Bailey was right there too, and both of them made sure he didn't get that ball in the basket. They did a good job of not committing a foul.
Ball batted out of bounds as Bailey got his fingers on it. So now Park will inbounds at the far side. Rickert set up the half court for Park. 32 is Rob Smith in the corner. Gives to Jonathan Goey coming around. Cabria Kimbrough looking inside. Smith. Rickert again looking for Hoogerwin. Has it, kicks it right back out to the top for 3. No good. Hoogerwin high for the rebound. Ball's loose on the floor. O'Connor and Hoogerwin fighting for it. Is a jump ball. Alternate possession will go to the Park.
Well, you can bet your life that ball gets loose on the floor, you're going to see a half a dozen bodies down after it. There's no room for the faint hearts down on the loose ball tonight on the floor, I tell you that. Statistically, Coach, in that first quarter, as we said, the shooting wasn't all that great. Rogers only 4 for 16, 25%. Neither team made a three-point. Park was a little bit better at 44%, 4 for 9. Rebounds were dead even. Turnovers were 8. Not bad for the pace these guys are going.
Park by 3, 13-10. Feed to Hoogelin. Puts it up, no good. Put back by Rob Smith is good. 15-10. O'Connor picks up the dribble and immediately Rickard picks him up. He gets it off to Casey O'Neill. O'Neill, nice feed to Worm. Worm put a good move on his man to get open.
That was a great backdoor cut and just a great lob pass hitting him along that baseline.
Well, Ryan Rickard will set it up now.
Here's our little 2-3 zone again.
From the corner, Goey. No good. O'Connor scrambles for the rebound, looking forward. Oh, nice job by Gabriel Kimball. He'll stop, take the jumper at the free throw line. No good. Hoogerhide with the rebound. Well, each team had the break but couldn't capitalize on it. Worm from the corner. No good. Hoogerhide up high. Fighting with Hoogerwin. Hoogerwin touched it last. It's going to be Rogers basketball.
Well, you gotta love it. That was just hustle after a loose ball. There was some contact, no doubt about it, but neither team had an advantage on that particular situation. It was just great hustle after a loose ball.
Adam Smith, Gene Dittenberg, and Brad Brunette back in the lineup for the Park now. There's an offensive foul called.
If there isn't a lane there, we're going to make one tonight.
It's on Pete Worm, team's third. Park has 4 fouls. We got 4:20 remaining in the first half. From the corner, Kimball, no good. Cleotis Bailey up high for the rebound. O'Connor feeding Hoogerhide. Layup good. Well, give O'Connor another assist.
Well, the Golden Hawks started out a little slow to getting the ball up the floor tonight, but in the last couple of possessions, they're starting to push it up and find out they can beat the Park down the floor once in a while.
O'Connor had 103 coming into tonight. There's Bailey with a steal. He's going to go down, and he's stripped coming by Goey. So Goey with a defensive gem, but he's called for the foul, but is a sure 2.
Well, the Park's been using the skip pass against that 2-3 zone, going from corner to corner or from one side to the other. And that time, Bailey played the passing lane, anticipated the pass, just made a great steal.
Cleo Bailey shoots 72% from the line. Back in the lineup now for the Park is Tim Hoogerwin. As Dittenberg goes to the bench after having done a fine job. Bailey has a chance to tie it. He does. Now he can put his team up by 1. Is it 15-15 with 3:43 remaining first half? He does. So Rogers with a 1-point lead. 16-15. Ryan Rickard, number 14. Adam Smith, number 13. Skip pass over the corner to Goey. Goey will drive the baseline, puts it up. Oh, Hoogerhide with a good defensive play. Pete Worm will bring it back. O'Neill with a lob to Hoogerhide, no good. Goey got a piece of it. So did Hoogerwin, I believe. Both of them up there to defend that one.
Well, Hoogerwin was playing front side, and Goey was on the back side playing help side. Just did a great job of knocking that ball away.
O'Connor looking, driving, puts it up, no good. Reaching over the top, Jonathan Hoogerhide. Going to be called for it.
Well, both these big guys do a great job boxing out on the defensive boards. Hoogerheis picked up a couple of fouls on the park by having good defensive position. Hoogerwin just returned the favor.
Well, that's his first, team fifth.
You got two great young coaches here, in Tom Vanderklay and Brett Dyke, and they've worked so hard on the fundamentals, and boxing out on that defensive board is one of them. You can see that they've been working hard on that facet of the game.
And of course, they talked for the longest time before the game, and they were good friends also. And,
both great athletes in their own right when they played.
Driving the baseline, Kimball feeds off. Hoogerwin, nice job by Cabrillo to make that play happen. Bailey in the corner, he'll drive it. Gets it knocked away. The Golden Hawks will control at their own end line. They trail by one, 17-16, 2:31.
That was a great assist by Kimball down there. He had 65 on the season, led the team in assists, and he found Hoogerwin right in the low block and made a nice feed and an easy basket. Great play.
Well, we talked about O'Connor having 103, but the Golden Hawks in total 267 assists on the year, and the Vikings 281, so that's pretty close.
Well, you got good balanced scoring on both these ball clubs, so the ball's being dished around without a doubt.
O'Neal up. Good! Over the top of Hoogerwin. Did a good job on that one of putting it on the glass with a little spin.
He had his hand full getting it over top of him, and he had to make a couple of pump fakes to get the shot off.
So now Rogers is up by one, 18-17. That's going to go against Casey O'Neal.
Another good piece of officiating, Coach. Little bump along that baseline. He was going to let it go until they ended up out of bounds, and he had no choice but to make the call. So good piece of officiating.
Both teams with 5 team fouls now. The second on O'Neal. With 2 minutes to go in the first half. 1 point lead. Rickert drives into the paint, kicks it back out to Kimball. Kimball, the three is good. Back the other way. No good. Kimball comes off with it.
Now, Kimball didn't put one down in the first quarter, but you knew it just a matter of time. The man's got 2 nights of touch not to score.
Brunette driving. (20-18). The Park has the lead with 1:33 to go first half. Travel. Well, that was an unforced turnover.
Well, Ryan got caught in the backcourt there with nobody to pass the ball to, and he went to pass the ball to somebody he thought was there, but nobody home, and he had to drag his foot to keep from, they tried to keep from walking, but they called him for a travel.
4 turnover this period. Goey to Brunette. For the minute 6. Hoogerwin inside, it's not there. He kicked it back out to Brunette, who'll take a 3. No. Fielded Bailey up high for the rebound. When he called a jump ball, Rogers with the alternate possession will control.
Well, Ryan Rickert sat right there, let him come down with that ball and had his eyes on it all the way down, reached in and caused a held ball. Just great defensive play.
Under 1 minute now with 45 seconds remaining. Worm down the baseline, no good. Keeps it alive, kicks it up. Kimball comes out with it, feeds it over to Brunette. Brunette will go up, put it up, it's good. And a foul is going to go against O'Connor.
I think he's going to call an offensive foul.
No. Okay. Goey with the rebound. Couldn't see what's happening. There's a fan staying up here. We can't get to see what's going on. We'll have to watch our monitor, I guess. Hugawin driving. That's going to go against Hooger Hyde. With 21 seconds to go, Jonathan gets his second personal, team 6, and O'Neill will come in the lineup as Coach Brett Dyke doesn't want him to get his third foul before the half with only 21 seconds to go. Not take any chances.
That's a good substitution, no doubt about it.
It is. So Kimball will set it up with 15 seconds to go. They'll work for the last shot. He'll take it for 3. No. Rebound. Yukima. Stolen by Kimball. Foul. Puts it in. It's good. Just a tremendous effort there by Gabriel Kimball. As
He put up that three-point attempt there, fouled. He shot right there for defense, intercepted the pass, put it right back in, drew a foul. Just a great play, an individual play on Kimball's part.
As we saw there on the replay, Kimball anticipated the outlet and was right there with his hands up, took it, put it up. A big play. Has a chance to put his team up by 5 as they're up by 4 right now.
He has such great leaping ability. It looked like it was going to be a lob pass right up over his head. He actually just about out-jumped the ball. He jumped so high, he caught the darn thing almost in the face.
Ricky Thurkettle in the lineup now for the Golden Hawks. With 5 seconds to go. And Kimball completes the 3-point. Bailey will cross the center line. O'Connor will take the shot at the buzzer. In and out. No good. Well, we played one half here at Rogers High School, District 98 opening round. And the score at halftime is Wyoming Park 23, the Rogers Golden Hawks 18. We'll be right back after this message on WKTV.
Now batting, Brett Butler.
Butler? He's a dinosaur. They should rename this place Jurassic Park in his honor.
Dinosaur, huh? Did you know that Shunosaurus and Ankylosaurus dinosaurs were capable of delivering crushing blows with their bony tail clubs?
If education is important to you, talk to your child's school about raising academic standards. Call 1-800-38-BE-SMART for a free booklet. And be a big league parent.
Even my third grader knows that.
Smart kid.
Well, back here at halftime at Rogers High School, it's Wyoming Park 23, Rogers 18. Coach, what do we got for first half stats?
Well, shooting not all that good. The Park not doing bad for the two-point range. They're 9 for 17, 53%. But you throw in their 1 for 8 shooting from the three-point range. They're 10 for 25 at 40%. Very untypical of Park in a 1 for 8 shooting. They made, I think, 89 three-point shots during the year, but the defense a little bit tighter out there tonight, and probably contributing to some of that. Rogers, 8 for 25, only 32%, and have not put down a 3 yet. The rebounds are staying even, 16-15 Rogers, and the turnovers 9-8 with Park on top there. Free throws not a factor in the ball game so far. Rogers 2 for 2. And Park 2 for 5.
Put the rebounds and turnovers together, it's a wash.
It's a good ball game. We're 23-18. We don't three-point play right at the end of the half. We're 20-18 going in.
Well, we remind you that we will be back here on Wednesday night with the winner of this contest will go up against South Christian. There's also a game here tomorrow night as the Godwin Wolverines will take on the Caledonia Fighting Scots, and then the winner of that game will automatically move to the finals on Friday, and we'll be here for that one also. We will be showing this to you at 11:30 on the night of the game, and the replay at 3 o'clock on the afternoon following. As I mentioned before, this is District 98, and the winner of this game will go to Grand Valley, or this district will go to Grand Valley College, where teams from Spring Lake will come in, and that will be either Montague, Spring Lake, Cedar Springs, Muskegon Heights, or Coopersville. So some pretty good ball clubs over there, and that ought to be interesting. And if we have a team from Wyoming in that, and we certainly hope to have, we will follow them to Grand Valley College and be doing the ball game from there next week.
Cedar Springs gets in there. They're my sleeper for the tournament. I like the way they played all year, and they've done a great job and had a great second, finishing second at OK Gold this year.
Well, you called it a few weeks ago, as we said the other night, that they were the sleeper. You said watch out for them, and they certainly have. So with about 50 seconds to go here before the whistle, what do we got as far as points there? Looks like Jonathan Hoogerheid has got about 8. He must be the leader.
Well, he's got 8, and Hoogerwind has got 8. So the two big guys battling pretty strong in there. Like I said before, probably two of the best low post players we've seen this year. If there's any better around, I haven't seen them, and they're doing a very, very good job on their own end of the floor. They're also doing an excellent job on the defensive boards. Nobody's taking too many defensive rebounds away from either one of these young men.
So with the score 23-18. Remind you, we are WKTV, the public access from Wyoming, Kentwood, and Gaines, and our crew once again tonight, as we're happy to have Pete Salamone with us. Pete, thanks for coming out on a very cold night and helping us out again. Our camera people are Brian Parrish, Ray Vandervelde, and Josh Braymeyer. Rick Cornelisi is doing a fine job on graphics as usual, and our director is Doug Hansen, and of course our producer is, as always, Greg Lockwood. Thanks, guys. This is about our 15th game of the year, I think. 13th, 14th, or 15th, somewhere in there. We lose track after a while, but at any rate, more high school sports on WKTV than any other station in West Michigan.
It's fun. We've done each of these two teams twice. This is the third time seeing each one of them, so we get a little better feel for what they're doing, and it's certainly a great rematch for these two teams.
Well, Wyoming Park will inbound to start the second half on the alternate possession. Ryan Rickert, Jonathan Goey. Kimball is 23. We'll set him for you. Hoogerwin is 31 inside. He goes to the board. No good. He's fouled by Hoogerheid.
That's the third one on John. It was just a great muscle move, coach, by Hoogerwin. He got that ball down the low post and turned and just muscled his way right to the basket.
Well, it'll be whichever end you're on. And one gets a step on the other one. They're going to go to the bucket and going to either get the basket or cause the foul. They're that strong. He makes the first. Puts his team up by 6, 24-18. 67% free throw shooter from the line. Pete Worm will grab that rebound. Looks up court, but it's not there. O'Connor was breaking, but he was covered. Oh, Ryan O'Connor will set the offense for the Golden Hawks. And O'Connor puts it in.
That's his first bucket of the night, and normally he's got a few in the box before this, but he just made a great individual one-on-one move and took it right down that baseline, scored.
And Ryan had a little problem finding the bucket in the first half. It came right out there. Didn't let that stop him.
He's going to put it up. He's a talented scorer, and he's going to get his before it's over.
O'Neal, high off the glass. Good. Pulls his team within 2. 1 minute gone. And the Golden Hawks are back within 2. 24-22. Second half. Rickert looking in for Hoogerwin. Puts it back out to Kimball. The other side to Burnett. Burnett all the way across to Goey. Inside. Batted away by Hoogerheid. Out of bounds. Let's see who's going to control this one.
Well, they've been using that skip patch because they're in a 2-3 zone, and they're using that from corner to corner. What happens is that Hoogerwin is being two-timed down there. When they run that skip pass to the corner, the man who's fronting Hoogerheid has to go out and defend the shooter, and they've been able to get a very good feed down low into Hoogerwin on the low block.
Foul was on Casey O'Neal, his third, team second. So O'Neal and Hoogerheid, I believe, have 3 for Rogers. Burnett driving the lane, kicks it back out to Rickert. Rickert will take 3, it's not there. Kimball feeds it right back to him. Oh, he tries to get it into Burnett. It's batted away by O'Neal, and the Park will control on the far side. Goey. Inbound to Rickert, right back to Goey. Inside to Burnett. Burnett with a layup, good. Brad Burnett with a left-hand layup. Puts his team up by 4 again, 26-22. Pete Worm will drive the lane, feed off to Hoogerhide. Hoogerhide with a jumper, up, off the glass, no good. Kimball with a break. One-on-one. Goes around O'Connor, good.
Well, with his quickness, could have been 1-on-3. Nobody was going to stop that play. He'd made up his mind he was going to go and put on just a great move to get there.
Back the other way, Hoogerhide up, no good. High for the rebound, Bailey grabs it. Worm puts it up, good, draws a foul. Well, Coach, a good job by Pete Worm right there. He got the man off balance up in the air and then took the ball up and made the basket and drew the foul.
Well, he had no choice but get him in the air. He looked up and there was Hugawin standing right there in front of him. But the play was made by Bailey on the great no-look pass. He threaded that from the right side of the court down the left low post and found Worm all alone. Just a great pass.
Worm puts it up, no good. Struggle for the rebound. Goey comes off with it. Rickert down the left side. The break isn't there as the Golden Hawks are back. Lead is 4, 28-24. Hugawin with a drive, no good. Up high, Bailey has it. Down with it, O'Connor will take 3 from the side. No. Goey again. Long pass down to Rickert. He couldn't handle it, but he tipped it over to Brunette.
Well, it wasn't the case of not handling it. It was just a great touch pass. He knew right where he was, and he laid that pass right to him. Just a nice play.
I believe that's going to be on Rickert. Take a look. Well, they put it on 31 on the board. I don't think so. Anyway, Pete Worm driving the baseline's not there. He'll get it back out to Casey O'Neill. Bailey driving, kicks it off nicely. Oh, nice job by Cleo Bailey to drive the lane and kick it off to Hoogerhide.
Well, he sees the whole floor, no doubt about it. Another great assist by Bailey.
All the way across to Brunette, no good. Goya will take the 3. In and out. Oh, that ball was halfway down the hoop, came back out. Hoogerhide, no good. Battles for the rebound, puts it back. Lead is 2.
Well, this is like we thought it was going to be, up and down, like a tennis match.
30-28. Kimbrough feeds it back to Goey for 3. No. You see players on the floor there battling for position on the board. It's really physical. Worm will set it up on the side. Adam Smith in the lineup for the Vikings. He's doing a great job in there defensively.
Well, I know this is the pace that Park wants to go at. I don't know about Rogers, but they can play at this pace, and they seem to be at their best when they're doing it.
Dittenberg and Smith back in the lineup now for the Vikings. Lead is 4, 32-28. O'Connor working. Smith, steal by Kimball. Look how quickly he's up. Feeds it off to Smith. Up, no good, but he draws a foul. Well, once again, Cabrillo Kimball making it happen.
Playing great denial defense. You stepped in front of that pass, got right in the passing lane, picked it off, and off they were on their way to a great 2-on-2 fast break. And a nice speed by Kimball down there to Adam Smith who can go to the free throw line.
Nick Conrad in the lineup, number 10 for the Park. So we have Conrad, Smith, Rob Smith, and Adam Smith. And we have Gene Dittenberg and Jonathan Goey in there for the Park right now. Lead is 6, 34-28, 3:28 remaining, third period. O'Neill, side to Worm. Oh, nice feed to Bailey. Feed inside to Hoogerhide. Puts it up, draws the foul.
Never ceases to amaze you, Bailey, with that passing of his. Just unbelievable. He knows where everybody's on the floor, and he's not afraid to give it up. Very unselfish player.
So John Hoogerhide, 6'6" senior at the line, makes it good. Averages 18 points a game for the Golden Hawks. Goey back the other way. Adam Smith. Nice jumper. Rob Smith, number 32, maintains the lead at 5.
That's his second big bucket coming off the bench. One in the second quarter and one here in the third.
Leo Bailey being hawked out front by Nick Conrad. Conrad doing a great job. That time Hoogerwin blocked it, but got a little bit too much of the body with it.
Again, there was Bailey, a great one-on move to get free, to get right down the lane. Gave a great assist to Hoogerhide.
Brad Brunette back in the lineup. Also Hoogerwin back in the lineup. That foul was on Dittenberg. I said Hoogerwin. Hoogerwin wasn't in there. Dittenberg. Lead is 5. Hoogerhide can pull it within 4 right here. Nope. Still has a chance.
Well, Dittenberg's a great compliment to Hoogerwin. Able to spell him and give him a chance to catch his breath, and does a great job when he's on the floor.
Good, the lead is 4, 36-32, 2:40 remaining third period. Adam Smith is 13, Jonathan Goey is number 5. Cross to Nick Conrad, number 10, feet inside. Nice move by Hoogerwin. Puts it up.
Well, they're being very patient, that zone offense, getting that ball down low, moving the ball around the perimeter, get the ball into the corner, forcing that corner man to come out and leaving Hoogerhide alone to get that pass down low.
O'Connor driving the lane. Looked like he had the basket. He being Hoogerhide, but it didn't go. And it looks like Jonathan is shaken up a little bit.
I think he took an elbow on top of the head in that scuffle. He went down pretty hard. He's a little groggy right now getting up. He's rubbing his head.
.208 remaining here in the third period. Take another look at it right here. Yeah, you see.
Watch him go up here. There's somebody caught looks like Hoogerwin caught him with an elbow, but it was just a good, hard defensive rebound by Hoogerwin.
Inbounding, Goey gets a hand on it. Now back in the lineup for the Vikings is Cabrillo Kimball. And Nick Conrad gets a nice hand from his teammates as he goes off. He did a real good job spelling Kimball. O'Neal, short. I believe Brunette might have got a little piece of that one. They hollered air ball, but I think it might have been partially blocked. Kimball for 2, good.
You ever seen anybody with a quicker release than he has? You just give him an inch, he's going to take a mile on you. Just a great shooter with a great touch.
O'Connor driving, puts it up. No, won't go. Worm was up for the rebound, and I believe he was fouled over the back by Hoogerwin. His third, coach. So Kevin Bukema comes in to give Hoogerhide a spell.
My sheets are right. Both the big guys now have 3.
Give up a little bit in height with Hoogerhide versus Bukema, but Bukema equally as aggressive. Oh, back in the lineup along with Rob Smith for the Vikings. O'Neal at the line, or Worm rather at the line. No good. Off the front, picked up by Adam Smith. He'll bring it up. Looking over here for Kimball. Worm on Smith. Well, Rob Smith found himself loose. Took it right to the bucket, put it in. O'Neal into the corner now. Bilkema with a nice put in. With a nice assist from Cleo Bailey again. That Bilkema coming down the lane.
Like I said, he sees them all, sees the whole floor.
42-35, the lead is 7 with 53 seconds remaining. Brunette with 2. Makes it a lead 9, 44-35. Worm from the side, no good. Casey O'Neal battling for the rebound. Loose ball picked up by Kimball. Feeding Brunette. He's got the layup.
The break doesn't come any prettier than that. They had a 3-on-2, and he put that ball right in the middle and caught Brunette coming down that right side, and a great feed.
11-point lead now by the Park, 46-35. They've stretched it out here in the third period. O'Neal to Worm. 10 seconds now. Connor has it at the top. Bailey driving, not there. Down to 2. O'Connor takes it. No, off the rim, no good. That's it. The end of 3. The Wyoming Park Vikings, 46. The Rogers Golden Hawks, 35. We'll be right back after this message on WKTV, TV 50.
Your parents are always bugging you to get out of the house and get some exercise. But you've got your own way of doing things. You're your own person. You don't need to follow the crowd or the rules. And the last people you want to be like are your parents.
Johnny, tell them what they want.
Well, Coach, a big quarter for the Park. 23 points. They had 23 at half, and they doubled it.
Well, I think Coach Tom Vanderklee used his bench very intelligently that quarter. He had them coming in and out there, and you couldn't tell the players out of scorecard. And that last break by the Park was a classic. If you were to make a film clip of that and show it over and over and over as to how to run a fast break, it would have to be right up there with one of the classic breaks.
So the Golden Hawks will inbounds on the alternate possession starting the fourth period. 8 minutes remaining here in the season for one of these teams, and one will advance to play South Christian on Wednesday evening. So make your plans to come on out here at Rogers High School. Nice turnaround jumper by Hoogerheide, but it won't go. Battling for the rebound, Brunette comes out with it and controls it, gets off the Hoogerheide and puts it up, it's good. Well, just about every time down, a different player steps up.
They dish the ball around. They're scoring on, you look at the score sheets, it's pretty balanced, and they're not afraid to give the ball up.
13-point lead now, 48. Oh, there's a turnover. And a layup. Back to Brio Kimball. And Rogers. Brett Dyke wants a timeout. With 7:08 remaining, it's a 15-point lead now, Coach.
We've got a couple of replays coming up here. We'll take a look at them and see what we got. This is Brunette, one-on-one. He's got such great speed and such great ball control. He took the ball and lost a little bit of control, but pulled it back out. Got a nice assist and off a nice basket. The one I want to see is the one that we had before, where they had the 3-on-2 and Kimball had the ball in the middle.
Here we go.
Here it is. Now this is just a steal by Kimball and just heads up defensive play and an easy basket. But two great defensive plays there by the Park. First by Brad Brunette in the last one there by Cabrillo Kimball.
And of course, that allowed them to stretch their lead to 15. It's 50 to 35 now. 7:08 remaining in the contest.
Well, they had 212 steals on the season, Coach. You can see why they come up with plays like that.
Worm to Bailey. Kevin Buckham is in there, along with Hoover Hyde, O'Connor. O'Connor driving. He'll draw the foul. And shoot two. Antonio Hartfield back in the lineup now, giving Pete Worm a break. And also Adam Smith back in the lineup for the Park. O'Connor missing the first.
It's another rarity for Ryan, shooting over 70% from the free throw line.
Well,
Good
he put
touch.
that one in. Lead is 14, 50, 36, 6:46. That's remaining in the contest. For the opportunity to advance to the semifinals here in the district against South Christian. There's a steal. O'Connor back to O'Neal. O'Neal will stop, pull up. No good. It's Hartfield, rather. I'm sorry. It's 12, not 42.
That was Hartfield.
Adam Smith doesn't go.
Well, Park is doing a real good job, Coach, against this zone defense, being very patient. High school level zone defense can sometimes break you down, but Park refuses to be beaten by it, doing a good job being very patient, moving the ball around, finding the good shots.
Ryan O'Connor out front with Adam Smith on him. Drives the lane, batted away, but there's going to be a foul call. O'Connor took it to the bucket. It's going to be on Adam Smith, his fourth. Number 13.
That's Adams' first, Coach.
Oh, okay. He had 4 up there, but that was for the other play. I read it wrong.
Right.
Then a 20-second timeout for the Park as they lead 50-36. Remind you that we will be back here on Wednesday night for the game between South Christian and the winner of this game. But don't miss the opportunity to come out here to Rogers High School tomorrow night, and you'll see another good contest between Godwin and Caledonia. And of course, the winner of that game will advance directly to the finals on Friday, and we'll be here also for that. So we're on at 11:30 in the evening and at 3 o'clock the following afternoon. So tonight's contest will be replayed tomorrow at 3, and Wednesday's contest Thursday at 3. And I don't know, what about Friday night, Truck? Will that be on the normal 11 o'clock Saturday morning? Okay, our Friday night game replay will be on Saturday as normal at 11 o'clock. Ryan O'Connor puts the first in. And the second. Lead is 12. A lot of time, but they gotta peck away at it. Each possession is important, and each stop defensively is important at this point now in the game.
The Golden Hawks got out of that little zone, now gone man-to-man, so the pressure on defense should pick up a little bit.
Brunette into the corner to Adam Smith. Almost a steal by O'Connor. Tipped it away, but ball went out of bounds. He tried to knock it up court. Cabrillo, Kimball. Smith driving, kicks it back to Goey. Goey looked for the three, but it wasn't there as O'Connor came right out on him. Now Kimball again will set it up. Adam Smith. That's going to go against Antonio Hartfield.
Well, he had the right idea, but just a step slow. He almost stepped in there and stole that pass, but made contact going by.
And we have a timeout. 20-second timeout, Rogers. Well, the winner of this district will go to Grand Valley College and play the winner of the Spring Lake district. As we mentioned before, with teams like Cedar Springs, Muskegon Heights, Spring Lake, Montague, and Coopersville. So, doesn't get any easier once you get through the district either, Coach.
And those are 4 good teams you just mentioned. That's going to be a good representative from that district, whoever comes out on top.
Well, of course, these teams work hard in their conferences all year long. But when you have a state tournament at the end, it gives everybody another chance one more time to make a move, you know, if you didn't win your conference. But, of course, both of these teams very respectable in their own conferences, with Wyoming Park finishing on top and Rogers is second place in a fine year.
That's why they call it the second season.
Oh, good. Nice rebound by Wittenberg. Feeds it out to Adam Smith. He makes the 3. 15-point lead now, under 5 minutes. And a turnover that time caused by Goey. Tim Hugelin back in the lineup for the Vikings as Gene Dittenberg gets a fine hand from his coach and fellow players on the bench over there, and well-deserved, Lyle.
He's done a great job all season coming off the bench for him.
Hugelin looking underneath for Smith, isn't there? It's batted out of bounds by O'Connor, and they say Smith touched it last.
Well, somebody touched it going through the lane. It may have been touched by 2 people. It had to be if Rogers is going to end up with the ball.
Antonio Hartfield driving from the corner. O'Connor, no good. Goey with the rebound. And the clock is running with 4:20 and the lead is 15. Brunette looking. He'll drive the baseline, put it up. It doesn't go. O'Connor with a rebound. And a foul on Hugelin.
That's his 4th.
And we're going to shoot it.
The scoreboard says that's 10, so we're in the double bonus for Rogers. Rogers team fouls, they've only committed 4, so the Park still isn't in the bonus. The shooting for the Park in that third quarter, Ray, 19 for 29, 66%, and a lot of those came on steals and easy layups, so a great third quarter for the Park.
Well, I think the interesting thing there is Rogers is 0 for 9 from the three-point line. Normally they hit, for the season, they've had 45 of 146. They hit 31%, and they haven't hit one tonight.
Well, the Park is only hit, they're only 1 for 11, so through 3 quarters, they're 19 for 29 from the 2-point range. So that's good work for 3 quarters of basketball.
Gabriel Kimball driving. Bukema out on him. There's a turnover. Rickert might have lost his footing just a little bit there trying to make a shift, but the ball went awry. So now Rogers down by 14 with 3:40 remaining in the contest.
The Parks only had 7 turnovers in the whole ball game, and the way they're going, the pace they're going, you'd think they'd have a lot more.
Well, there's Bailey for 3. Pulls his team within 11.
They're going to need 2 or 3 quick ones of those, get right back in this thing.
Well, they're putting the pressure on defensively now, that's for sure. There the ball is stripped away. But it is controlled by Dittenberg. Dittenberg looking underneath. No good. Kimball will take the 3. It's good! Gabriel Kimball.
Great assist by Adam Smith. He saw him stand out there all alone, and you just don't give him that kind of look at the basket.
Connor looking inside for Hoogerhide. He's fouled. We'll see who they're going to call that one on. Probably on Dittenberg. We'll see.
Yeah, Dittenberg behind him, and Cabrillo was backing into him, so they had him 2-timed in there.
So Jonathan will go to the line. Just under 3 minutes now. Free throws are going to become very, very important here.
Both teams are 5 for 9 at this point, at this juncture in the game.
Good. Lead is 11. 2:57. Rickert, he's fouled by O'Connor. So Ryan Rickert will go to the line. Excellent free throw shooter. No, they're not in the bonus. That was the 5th foul. So
Well, the Hawks have still got 2 to give, so
a good position to be in right here with a lead of 11 points. You can stop the clock. Now that's going to go on Justin Fales. His first.
But with fouls to give, allows them to be a little bit more aggressive on defense and take a few more chances from time to time.
Still not in the bonus. Huguin looking, it's not there. Rob Smith is looking underneath for Adam Smith.
Well, he had Huguin on a low block there and didn't get the ball into him.
And the feed will come all the way out to Kimball. Went past the half-court mark, but that doesn't matter. When you're inbounding the basketball, you may use the full court. Kimball driving. That's going to go against Bucamo, I believe. We'll wait for sure.
Bailey.
Not Cleo. Yeah, see, I shouldn't be. A good thing I don't referee, huh?
Well, you were close. He was around him.
That's been the case all night. The officials have been able to call it on maybe 2 or 3 people. Kimbo puts it in. Stretches the lead to 13, make it 14. And now with 2:30 to go, the clock becomes very, very important for the Golden Hawks. They've got to put them up. Five-second call. So, couldn't afford that. They have to almost score on every possession here, Coach.
They had to move the ball there and got caught somebody smothering him on defense, and he couldn't get open enough to make the pass. So it's a costly turnover, as you said.
Hooker Hyde, O'Neal back in the lineup now for Hooker Hyde. Richie Thurkettle's back in for the Golden Hawks, number 23. Rickert driving. That foul is going to go on O'Connor. Hooker Hyde back in for O'Neal.
Replacing Casey O'Neal. At the line for the Vikings, number 14, Ryan Rickert.
Ryan. Loose ball, out of bounds. Park will control on their end line. Well, we're approaching the 2-minute mark now, Coach, with 2:05 remaining. Had it away. Can't control it. Here's Ricky Thurkettle. (58-44). Park with the lead. Big third quarter by the Park. Put them up. It's close. First half. Well, getting a few too many rebounds there in the offensive board, but O'Connor comes out with it, drives it up, it's good. Draws the foul.
He took that thing coast to coast, and he had one thing on his mind, that was getting to the basket. He made a good move to get there and do the foul.
Take another look at it right here.
You going to come off for that ball on the far side there. Take it down that far sideline and all the way to the hole. He's done that for him once this year.
Well, Goey got his third foul. Wasn't much he could do.
No, Connor had him backpedaling all the way. He didn't have a chance to really get feet fast enough and set himself good defensively.
Connor completes the three-point play and pulls it within 11 with 1:43 to go, and they foul immediately on the inbounds. Will send Cabria Kimbrell to the line, but that'll be 1-1. Their 9th foul. So.
At the line for Wyoming Park, number 23, Gabriel Kimball, will be shooting 1 in the bonus.
Kimbo good.
Returning to the lineup for Rogers, number 50, John Lugerheim.
Lugerheim back in for O'Neill.
Cabrillo started a little slow in the first quarter, didn't score, but since then he's been 5 in the second quarter, 4 in the third quarter, and so far here he's got 8 points in the fourth quarter, so pretty balanced scoring by Kimball as the game progressed.
Pete Worm back in the lineup. Lugerheim with the rebound, back quickly the other way now. Into the corner. Tried to feed it underneath. Ricky Turkettle. Now Rogers going to have to press and foul.
Rogers foul on number 10.
And Rickard will go to the line again. I think it's going to take a little while to play this last minute and a half here, Coach.
At the line for Wyoming Park, number
Going to make several trips.
He'll be shooting 2.
Both teams in a double bonus. (60-47). Bailey will take the three. No, off the rim. Rebound Hugawin, out to Rickard. Rickard's fouled by O'Neill. Well, Ryan knows every time he gets his hands on the ball, somebody's going to grab him or foul him or something. A little frustrating, but he walks up to the line and says, okay, guys, I'll try 2 more.
Ryan didn't have a foul entering the fourth quarter and trying to get back in this game. He's had to make some fouls. I'm sure he didn't want to commit, and now he has 4.
Ryan misses the first. Sessom Fails back in the lineup, replacing Ricky Turkettle. Rickard makes his second. 61-47, 14-point lead, 1:23 left in the contest. Worm from the side, no good. Kimbo with a rebound, puts it ahead. Well, to Rob Smith, it wasn't there, and so they set it up. Give it back to Rob Smith. And he's fouled. Getting close to the 1 minute mark now.
Well, they did a smart thing. They came down. They had probably a shot at the basket, but brought the ball back out, let a little bit of air out, and ran 10 or 12 seconds off the clock. Clock's in their favor now.
Up, no good. Good. One minute, 2 seconds. Call it 1 minute. 62-47. O'Connor driving. He's got a layup all the way there. And they call timeout. Stop the clock. The lead is 13. So they're not giving up yet. I don't know whether it's a full or a quarter, but we'll take a break for a public service announcement. We're WKTV, Wyoming Kentwood Public Access, your high school sports channel. here in West Michigan.
You are 100% unadulterated energy. You have no choice but movement. You aren't acted on. You are action. You have the power to make the world a better place. You already know how to do it. Volunteer now for the American Red Cross. Call your local chapter for details.
Well, as you see, the Park fans getting a little bit rowdy here right about now, or a little noisy, let's put it that way. Well, they smell it a little bit.
Back here on Wednesday night. They played just a great game tonight. Both these teams have. It's been a fun game to watch.
And so Cabrillo Kimball will go to the line. And he'll shoot two as both are in the double bonus. That's going to be the mode of operation from here on out, is to make two, foul on the inbounds, and hopefully go the other way.
Well, they can only hope that the Park's going to miss a few of these, and they can answer with a three or two on their own.
That's right. But Kimball can put them in, and he does.
5 for 6 so far tonight from the line, with number 7 coming.
Off the front, O'Connor pushing it up now. They're looking for a three-pointer. Puts it up, no. Bailey will go back out, try for three. Puts it up, in and out, no good. Hugawen battling. It fails for the rebound, goes out of bounds. It'll be Rogers' ball. 38 seconds to go. The lead is 14. O'Connor gets it to Hoogerhide. Good. Well, with 30 seconds to go, the lead is 12. Goey gets it. He's fouled by Fales. No good. Goey misses the first of two. Jonathan Usey, 80% from the line. Excellent. All net on that one.
He has done an awful lot of scoring tonight, but he's done a lot of other things out here. He contributed a lot of ways with his rebounding and ball handling and so forth.
O'Connor will shoot three. No, feeds it off inside. No good. The rebound, Goey. Kimball puts a layup up. That's it, 66-65 with 8 seconds to go. And the Wyoming Park Vikings are going to advance to the semifinals Wednesday night against the South Christian Sailors, as they have won here tonight 66-51. We'll be right back after this message of importance on TV 50 WKTV, your high school sports channel for Wyoming Kentwood and Game.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Their whole lives are ahead of them, and Navy volunteers are beside them, tutoring, encouraging, and inspiring children in thousands of classrooms across the country. Because given the importance of education, shouldn't we pledge our allegiance to America's students?
For all.
Well, of course, with tournament action, Coach, there's always a winner and there's a loser. One goes on, one goes home. And I want to say to the Rogers Golden Hawks, congratulations, guys, on a terrific season. To Brett Dyke and the coach, and to the seniors, Ryan O'Connor, Antonio Hartfield, Peter Worm, Kevin Buchema, Cleotis Bailey, Jeffrey Ewan, Casey O'Neill, Paul Lathridge, and Jonathan Hoogerhide. Guys, you had a great year. You got a lot to be proud of and a lot to build on. So good luck in the future, wherever it is, whatever your endeavors are. The best of luck from us here at WKTV. And, of course, congratulations to the Wyoming Park Vikings and Tom Vanderklay as they'll go on now and face the South Christian Sailors on Wednesday night, and we'll be here for that. What do we got in the way of stats there, Coach?
Well, stats, you know, the shooting was the difference in the ball game. If the Rogers Golden Hawks could have put down a few more twos and an occasional three, it would have been a whole different ball game. Statistically, they matched up 32 to 28 rebounds, 13 and 10 on the turnovers, 11 for 16 for line, 13 for 24 for Park, but the difference was in the shooting. 18 for 44 for Rogers from two-point range, and only 1 for 15 from three. But a lot of those threes came late in the ball game in a Herod situation, trying to get back into this thing. So that's a little bit misleading. But the Park was able to put down 3 of those three-point shots out of 14 tries, but the big difference was they're 22 for 37, 60% from two-point range, and a lot of that was generated by their defense. Late in the third quarter, they broke the game open with 2 or 3 real great fast breaks and 2 individual steals, one by Brunette and the other by Kimball. All of a sudden turned a close ball game into somewhat of a runaway at that point in time. Opened up a 15-point lead, and then the Golden Hawks had their hands full trying to get back in.
Jonathan Hoogerheide, of course, the top scorer for Rogers, but give a lot of credit to some great assists on the part of Cleo Bailey and all the other guys on there, O'Connor and Hatfield. They're doing a great job of assisting.
Bailey just had a great floor game. Like we said several times tonight, he sees the whole floor and sees everyone, and I don't know what the individual assists were on their charts, but he had to have a half a dozen just fine assists. On the other side of the coin, you got Kimball, who just played a great floor game. Cabrillo does what Cabrillo does, and that's play this game from one end to the other. He rebounds, he assists, he shoots, and runs the floor. He ended up with 21 points. He makes it look so easy. He didn't score in the first quarter, but all of a sudden he gets 5 points in the second quarter, 4 in the third, and ends up with 12 in the fourth quarter. So he ends up with 21 points. But good balanced scoring by the Vikings. We had Brunette with 12 and Hugawin with 11. But Hugawin just had a great board game. He was strong on both the offense and defensive boards. And then you get the Smith boys, Adam and Rob, coming off the bench and contributing with 7 and 9 points respectively. So a great job off the bench for the Vikings.
Well, both these teams, as we remarked several times through the season, are deep. They can go 8, 9 ball players, and they showed that tonight. So, well, that's going to wrap it up tonight for Monday night. The opening game of this district here at Wyoming Park tomorrow night. Caledonia and Godwin will go at it. Why don't you come on out and see that one? And on Wednesday night, it'll be Wyoming Park against South Christian. We'll be here for that one. And, of course, we'll be here on Friday night. Now, our regular replay time is at 11:30 at night. And this week, on tomorrow, will be at 3 o'clock. And then on Thursday, will be at 3 o'clock. On the Friday game, will be the normal 11 o'clock Saturday morning. So until Wednesday night, when the Wyoming Park Vikings will go up against the South Christian Sailors, for Lyle Berry, Pete Salamone, and the whole crew, this is Ray Peeler saying good night and be good sports, everybody.